What if your last meal became the key to your greatest miracle? Answer revealed at the end. God multiplies whatever we surrender to Him. Once upon a time, in a land cracked by drought and silence, a lone prophet named Elijah wandered through the wilderness. The skies were brass, the rivers were dust, the people were starving, but God had whispered a strange instruction to him. I have commanded a widow in Zarephath to feed you. A widow? In a famine? How could someone with nothing give anything? Elijah didn't understand, but he obeyed. And so begins one of the most heart-shaking miracles in the Bible. Elijah arrived at Zarephath exhausted, dust clinging to his robe like old memories. At the town gate, he saw a woman gathering sticks. Her movements were slow, weary, almost defeated. God whispered to Elijah's heart, "This is her. Please, bring me a little water." The widow paused, surprised, but nodded. Even in her hunger, she still had kindness. As she walked away, Elijah added, "And bring me a piece of bread too." She froze. Her hands trembled. Her voice cracked as she turned back. "As surely as the Lord lives, I have no bread, only a handful of flour, and a drop of oil. I'm gathering sticks to bake one last meal for me and my son. After that, we will die." Elijah's heart shattered inside him, but God filled his voice with courage. "Do not be afraid. Make me a little bread first, then make some for yourself and your son. For the God of Israel says, the jar of flour will not be used up, and the jug of oil will not run dry until the rain returns." The widow stared at him. Her heart raced. This was madness. She had nothing. But for the first time in weeks, she felt a tiny spark of hope, a spark she thought she lost forever. With trembling hands, she poured out the last of her flour, the last of her oil. Her son watched quietly. Trusting his mother's shaking faith, she baked the small piece of bread, the last bread she would ever make. And then she gave it away. Her sacrifice became heaven's doorway. She walked back to her jars. Her breath caught. The flour jar was full. The oil glowed as if poured by angels. She fell to her knees, weeping. Elijah stood behind her, smiling gently. And from that moment on, day after day, meal after meal, prayer after prayer, the jar never emptied. The oil never dried.